Hi, I'm Anne Marie Segal. I'm making a series of videos to celebrate the launch of the second edition of this book, Master the Interview. The second edition will be available on April 10th, 2024. Today, I'd like to talk about why do you want to work here? I call it the Capstone Question. It's a key question that you need to get right in interviews. Why do you want to work here? There are many, many great answers. What I'd like to talk about today is what you should not be focusing on in your answer, which is why you want to work there because it will make your life better or easier, etc. So, for example, a bad answer is because it will make my commute so much shorter. Hopefully that's obvious to most candidates, although I certainly have heard that in interviews as an answer that candidates have given. Because it will help my career is another answer that I think is much more common. You may not say it exactly that way, but you may say, because I want to be challenged, because what I want out of my next role is X, because I. As I say throughout the book, the key question in interviewing is, why should I hire you? And I can tell you that as someone who, and now I'm in the interviewer's shoes, as someone who has never met you before, I am less focused on what you want out of your career, unless it somehow relates to something that I want out of the person I plan to hire. So I'm probably looking at my watch, thinking I'm about to step into an interview. I hope this is the right one. I'm going to give them 20 minutes, half an hour. Maybe if they're a great candidate, I'll give them 40 or 45 minutes. Maybe I'll introduce them to the next person on the panel, or he or she might suddenly, or they might suddenly become very busy and not able, if I give them the thumbs down, because that's what's happening behind the scenes, right? All this behind the scenes stuff, and I talk about that again in the book, is really something you should be thinking about. And the interviewer's perspective generally is something you should be thinking about. And so when you talk to them about why you want to work there, think about what out of the authentic answers that you could give relates to that central question, why should I hire you? Relates to what you can offer that future employer. Make sure that your answer sets you up for success. So I suggest you prepare that answer. Know that it should be asked. It's not asked in every interview, but it's very, very common. I have a whole chapter in the book on the capstone question, why do you want to work here? Because it is so central. And dig deeper. See what else you can find out about the company. Many companies have lots and lots of information about them, especially large companies. Smaller companies, you may need to see who has the inside track. You may need to see if you can make contact with somebody inside the company who's a warm connection of yours, or you can get introduced to them somehow. Or if that's not possible, at least find out who are their competitors, or how are companies generally operating in their same space, so that you can sound smart in the interview and sound smart and not focused on yourself when you answer that fundamental question, why do you want to work here? Thanks.